If your liver could talk, it might say, "Please, stop trying to clean me. I'm already doing that for myself." Sometimes when I see things on social media, I just scratch my head and think, huh? Someone mentioned that they were doing a liver detox or a liver cleanse, which seemed a little ironic to me since the liver is one of the major organs in your body that detoxes your body. So, should you do a liver cleanse or a liver detox? Let's talk liver, and this is more than chopped liver, and you can decide for yourself. There's a lot of noise in healthcare, and you are too busy for fads. I'm Dr. Vickie, and this is Healthy Looks Great on You, a lifestyle medicine podcast, life tested, doctor approved. Why should you even care about your liver? Well, because fatigue, weight gain, and that stubborn belly bloat can all be connected to how well your liver is functioning. And the liver is a unique organ. In fact, when I was in medical school, one time they asked us, if you could be any organ, what would you be and why? And of course, people said the brain and the heart, but my friend said the liver. Want to know why? Because the liver can regenerate itself. I'll admit, I've largely ignored the liver detox fads. It's not something they teach in medical school, but let's go to mini medical school and learn a little liver physiology, and that's a lot of alliteration. But first, why do you think you need to detox your liver? I did a little research on this topic, and I will save the most common reason for last, so stay tuned. But removing toxins from the body is believed to help with fatigue or GI issues like bloating. People also do it to lose weight, help with diabetes or high cholesterol. The goal is to flush out toxins accumulated in the body. But here's the deal. You don't need them and they don't work. And I just lost some of you, didn't I? If you listened to last week's episode, you know it's not the first time. But if you are interested in learning about real medicine from a real doctor and you trust me, then keep listening and I will tell you the main reason that people detox. Plus, I'll tell you the best way to overcome fatigue, bloating, high cholesterol, and weight gain. But that's a lot for one episode, so you'll probably want to visit my website and sign up to get all my emails. Just go to healthylooksgreatonyou.com to subscribe, and you can also search for various issues there. Now, let's go to mini medical school and learn about this fascinating organ. Beginning with the fact that we do have toxins and waste in our bodies and blood. It comes from the environment, from food, from medications, from substances. But the liver is wonderfully and beautifully designed to filter those harmful things out. Not only that, but it can break down nutrients into proteins that your body needs. Now, many medications are broken down and metabolized by the liver, and the most widely known one is Tylenol. And that's why too much Tylenol can damage the liver. In fact, it's one of the biggest offenders, but ibuprofen and diclofenac are other pain relievers that can also damage the liver. Certain antibiotics can harm the liver too, like erythromycin and particularly antifungal medications. If you need them, take them, but don't take them if you don't need them, and your doctor can help you weigh the benefits and risk. But medications are not the only things that can harm this wonderful organ. You can probably guess that drinking alcohol is a big offender. There is increasing evidence about the harmful effects of alcohol, and I'm going to dedicate a future episode to that. But here's the deal. Supplements are becoming a source of liver damage at an alarming rate. Mostly supplements taken for bodybuilding and weight loss, but also supplements taken for wellness or detox products. And listen, there is a trend showing an increase in liver disease that correlates to the increase in consumer use of supplements, and I'll have an upcoming issue dedicated to supplements very soon. But the most common culprits are turmeric, green tea extract, kava, black cohosh, usnic acid, and noni juice. Crazy, isn't it? The very things that people are taking to detox their liver are harming their liver. And vitamin A can be a bad actor too, especially if the dose exceeds 40,000 international units a day. And I'm going to do an episode soon that looks at these other things that I mentioned and what dosages are and are not safe. But here's the problem. Some of the compounds found in liver cleanses may actually decrease inflammation, like turmeric and milk thistle. But we don't have all the data we need to determine ideal safe levels. But we'll explore that soon. But maybe this organ just needs a little more respect. I mean, the liver lives under the rib cage on the right side of the belly. It weighs about 4 pounds, and its function includes not only digestion and elimination of waste, but also the production of clotting factors. While alcohol, Tylenol, and supplements can damage the liver, it does have an incredible ability to heal itself when these things are removed. But toxins in the environment, medications, supplements, and alcohol are not the only things that harm this precious organ. There are some liver diseases that are inherited. There are others that are autoimmune. But infections are also a big cause of liver damage. Hepatitis A, hepatitis B, and hepatitis C damage the liver. Getting down to the basics, HEPA means liver. And itis is one of the inflammation brothers. You know the other members of this itis family: arthritis, appendicitis, and bronchitis, and ain't nobody got time for that. But wait, there's more. The number one cause of liver disease is obesity. That's because excess fat gets deposited in the liver, and that makes it swell and eventually scar. Medical experts call that non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. And the treatment isn't a liver cleanse, it's weight loss. Turns out there's no such thing as a quick fix. So why is detoxing so popular? Like most things, it's marketing, especially on social media. And fatigue and bloating are common, and they are symptoms of liver impairment, but put the two together, make a promise that your product helps, and voila, you're a successful influencer. And look, in my experience, selling detox products and supplements is way more lucrative than trying to educate people about lifestyle medicine. People just don't value what they don't pay for. But boy, do they ever pay for liver detox and cleanse products. To the tune of billions of dollars, the global market for liver health supplements in 2024 was estimated to be between $8 and $14.5 billion, with no evidence that they work. But look, liver disease can be fatal, and it can't always be avoided, but most of the time, if you're nice to your liver, it will be nice to you. And if you want to add a little turmeric, do it while you're cooking and avoid marketing scams. This is where doing your own research can help. Let's bust a few myths. Myth number 1, you can just sweat your toxins out. Myth number 2, green juice cleanses your liver. Myth number 3, detox teas are harmless. The truth is, your liver already has a full-time job doing exactly that without the kale powder. So to answer the question, do liver detoxes work, or should you do a liver cleanse? Only if it involves kindness, plants, and fewer margaritas. Trust your liver. It's the hardest working organ you never think about. There's no evidence that using a commercial product cleanses the liver. The beauty is the liver cleanses itself. So here's the bottom line. Don't overindulge, whether that means food or excess alcohol. Take medications as directed and only as needed, and be very careful with supplements and do a little research before jumping in. Stay hydrated and maintain a healthy weight with proper diet, exercise, and sleep. I know. That is way easier said than done, but a whole food, plant-based diet helps you maintain a healthy weight and keeps your liver working properly. Stay tuned for real advice you can trust. And if this episode surprised you, share it with a friend who's doing detox. And if you want more myth-busting wellness tips, head over to healthylooksgreatonyou.com and subscribe, because your liver deserves the real facts and not fads. Trust your liver to do what it's designed to do. It can remove those toxins, and it doesn't need a supplement to function. A healthy liver will keep you healthy, and healthy looks great on you.
The information contained in this podcast is for educational purposes only and is not considered to be a substitute for medical advice. You should continue to follow up with your physician or healthcare provider and take medication as prescribed. Though the information in this podcast is evidence-based, new research may develop and recommendations may change.